We are starting off our day. I just picked up this White Castle order, $29. I had to wait like 25 minutes in the drive-thru though.
I will now connect you to a team member. Have a nice day.
Oh my gosh. But today we're gonna have a good day. $400 is our goal at the minimum. We got another one that's high mileage, but it is the morning, so we're taking it. And now I'm in my old market of Gilbert/Mesa, Arizona, where I used to live. Compared to Scottsdale, there's a higher quantity of orders here, but lower paying on average. So with the average order being less than $10, I knew I had to hustle to keep my hourly rate high. With this $7 for 4, $6 for 3, that came with a good add-on of $5 for 1, and then a $6.50 for 2 McDonald's. And now we're at $68.98 in our first 2 hours and 15 minutes, off to a good start. Unfortunately, a good luck came to an end because it took me a long time before I finally got this order from Chick-fil-A. Alright, so we got our next order, $18 for 5 miles. But I'm very worried that this order is fake. It's only 2 items. We're about to go inside right now. I probably should not have accepted this because if it's not real, then I'll only get $3 for it. Well, just like I suspected, they don't have it. It's already been picked up. Heading into the 10:30 a.m. hour, I wasn't really getting anything good, so I grabbed some In-N-Out really quick and then came back out re-energized for the lunch shift, starting with this $14 for 6 double from a Charlie cheesesteaks inside of a Walmart, and then the second pickup was from a Pizza Hut. A long wait followed, but this one was well worth it. A $16 for 7 from Store Manager, which was actually just a Party City. It ended up being some balloons that just barely fit in my back seat, but it came with an extra tip for a nice $23 in 24 minutes, and we are back on track. And to make it better, we got an order that brings us back to our hot spot. Dang, guys, I just missed this super nice Instacart. $46. I got the screenshot, and then right as I did that, it disappeared. Someone else took it before me. And then we get bombarded with these types of orders that make the Gilbert market what it is. A bunch of medium chain restaurant orders that are reliable but not very exciting. But that's not so bad for the 1 p.m. hour, as the name of the game during the slow period is keeping busy, keeping over $1 a mile, and keeping on hustling. However, this order ended up being the one that made me kind of want to get out of here because the midday traffic was causing major congestion in these shopping centers, making this double take way longer to the point that it wasn't really worth it. Right now, I'm so far away from where I started this morning. I want to get back there for the dinner rush, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I want to see if I can get orders that lead me back up there. However, that might be kind of hard to get one. This Gilbert area isn't like super great for dinner rushes. I got this Walmart order next, not really doing anything to help me bring closer to Scottsdale, but I didn't want to pass it up. Man, that is an insane amount of groceries for only $14. We're just gonna drive to Scottsdale, man. I don't want to miss the dinner shift up there. I did get this one, $9 for 3 McDonald's along the way, which was definitely very helpful. But other than that, we bit the bullet and drove about 15 miles to the promised land. But unfortunately, this ended up being a the grass is not always greener situation. Because when I got there, not only was I not getting better orders, I was getting no orders at all. So I took this one, only $7. It's 5:19 p.m. right now, so maybe it just needs another hour for the dinner shift orders to start really kicking off. There we go. $14 for 8 is next from Angry Crab Shack. I know crab is not cheap, so hopefully this tip isn't cheap either. And no extra tip here, but we got it done in 24 minutes, so that's a win in my book. There we go. There's 2 in a row now. Another good one, $15 for 7, but we're gonna need more than that. That's why I came back up here, a $24 double order from Papa John's, only 6 miles. The second drop-off was to a Great Wolf Lodge, which is an indoor water park / hotel. Hope you have a great wolf day. A $7.50 for 2 is next. It was looking like I could get it done quick, but a nearly 15-minute wait made it not worth it. But our next one is worth it from the Great Greek Mediterranean, a quick $13 in 20 minutes to make up for it. Unfortunately, I don't see any banger orders anymore, so we're taking this one. Alright guys, well, it seems like that dinner rush heat is not hot. It was mild. It was like 2 good orders in a row, really good ones, 2 or 3 good ones, and then now it's dead again. Fortunately, we have resorted back to taking the $6 for 2 mile order. Man, that tree's... Ow, I just hit the tree! No, I'm just joking, but it's kind of close. We got a $10 Instacart next, but I gotta finish up this panda that I'm eating. I actually ordered myself some as I picked up the other one.
Panda Express is one of those restaurants where it depends on who makes it on how good it's gonna taste. And this one was amazing, 10 out of 10, as good as it gets. Crunchy, fresh, delicious, and exactly what I needed.
These are terrible apartments to deliver to. $12.50 for 5 miles. Pizza Hut is gonna be one of our #1 options here at Late Night Deliveries.
The big dinner box? Interesting. I wonder what's inside. It turns out that there's 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings, and it looks like Luke Skywalker's lunchbox that Yoda tried to steal a bite out of.
Hey, it's my dinner.
Alright guys, we just hit the lottery. I got this order right here, which is way too good to be true. I came to the restaurant to go collect my $3 once I find out that this order has already been picked up by someone else. And they had the order $20 for 1 mile. This is insane. I can't believe this one is real. We needed that order.
And that is $20 in 10 minutes, the best order of the day by a long shot. We needed that one badly. And it was officially late night now, and I decided just to do 2 more to wrap up the shift, with the final one being the $6 for 2 Jack in the Box. Now it's time to head over to the Walmart that we sleep at, and let's take a look at how much we made today.
Oh my goodness, bro. I'm just trying to sleep. Bro, about to crash.
Today we made $365 in 15 hours and 45 minutes, a solid total on okay efficiencies of $23 an hour and $1.70 per mile. I'll take it given how long the shift was. And this is a continuation of last video. We are currently on day 3 of the week, trying to break 1,500 total at the minimum. Now it's time to catch some Z's. Let's see how much we make tomorrow.
Alright, so we slept in a little bit, we went to the gym, and we ate some food. And now it is 11:30, which is a little bit late, especially for a Saturday to start. But we can still make a decent amount of money today. Our first order is insanely good, $8 for 0.6 miles. We dropped off that order to a business building, and I got a $33 Safeway. At first I was worried it might not fit in my car because I don't have a lot of space, but it says it's only 9 items. Let's go see what it is.
And I don't know where they got that from, because this was way more than 9 items, and that was just the first order. We put that one in our trunk, and here's the second one right here, which we put in our front seat.
I'm starting to see why this order was $33.
And this order was dropping off to like an assisted living senior home center. I remember someone's grandma told me that in the arts and crafts room that there's a cart, and I remembered that for this time, so I went into the arts and crafts room. Where is the cart? Is it here? And it was. So we used that cart, and thank goodness, because this was a big order, so this cart was very helpful. And we ended up dropping it off, and that's the first one. The second drop off was just up the street, so we headed over there. This one was just a regular apartment building, and they told me to enter through the mailroom, so that's what I did. And as you can see, my cart is on its last leg here, literally hanging on by a thread, both metaphorically and physically. That is, if you replace thread with that excuse of a metal that is allegedly supposed to be an unbreakable element, at least when it comes to not being destroyed by groceries.
That order took us exactly an hour to complete, so not bad. Unfortunately, I'm not really getting anything, so I took this $14 for 10 mile, high mileage, but hopefully we could get an order from one of the shopping areas over there.
Guys, a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, the Solo app. The app has a pay guarantee feature where as long as you're on an active trip and you make under what they promise you, they will make up the rest. You'll also get $10 when you sign up with the link in my description. Check it out for more information. I did get this one, which was a lifesaver, a quick $7 in 7 minutes, but that's only ibuprofen to the fact that we've spent so much time sitting here before and after it that I had to take another high mileage one in this $14 for 11.
Another one that's not even really that good, but I have no choice to take it right now if I want to make a decent amount of money today. Alright, never mind guys, we're unassigning that DoorDash. We just got a miracle order from Walmart Spark. Finally coming in clutch. This is my first Walmart Spark order of the entire week, and it's a good one.
I got this message saying it was early to pick up my order. It's 2:33 right now, and my pickup time is 2:45, and it probably won't be ready for another 10 minutes after that. So I took this advanced auto parts DoorDash order to do in the meantime. I figured it's a free $8 that I wouldn't have earned otherwise sitting in my car, and 6 miles total because I'm gonna have to drive all the way back here. Luckily, it was easy, just an air filter, no car battery like last time. And I get this one, $28 for 3 miles. It looked like a fake order that someone had already picked up. It said that my Walmart order wasn't ready, so I popped into the store to confirm they didn't have it and collected another $3 that I wouldn't have earned otherwise by calling Uber Eats support on my way back to the Walmart. And that all worked out so well, and to make it better, my order was ready when I got back. I put one in the trunk and one in the front seat, just like I did with the Safeway order I did earlier. They're both dropping off to the second floor of apartment buildings, but nothing too difficult or confusing, and we were able to cash in $57 in our last hour and a half, a surge we definitely needed, and we were able to cap off our comeback with another solid duo of orders, $15 for 6 Uber Eats and a $13 for 5 DoorDash to put us at $150 heading into the dinner shift. And notice there was a 25-cent extra tip on that one. I took this high mileage order because it said I could get it done in 24 minutes. It said it was dropping off to Scottsdale, so I thought it would have brought me back down into my zone, but I was bamboozled to find out that it was rather in fact the opposite direction that I was trying to transportate to. This brought me up so high up north that I was doomed with the inevitable long drive back into my zone. I was met with this $8 for 6 Grubhub, but left it immediately for this $15 for 6 Uber Eats instead. I'm so glad I did that because this is a mammoth of an order, and with a house like that, you bet I was hoping for an extra tip, which we got $7 extra, bringing it up to $22 in 25 minutes.
Extremely clutch, $12 for a 3-mile and a chance at an extra tip.
The reason why this one was so good, because up here in the mansions, you usually have to do some driving back to get your next one, but we got this one right away, which led to $12 in 14 minutes, just under $1 a minute. And now we're on a hot streak of 3 prime dinner rush orders in a row with this one. $31 for 7 shopping order, only 17 items that I have to find. And we got it done lightning fast, now it's time to drop it off.
We're out in the wild right now. I don't know what's gonna hop out of these bushes. Dinosaurs or, oh man, this is gonna...
I was hoping for an extra tip, especially since a dinosaur did actually end up coming. I had to back up and just let it pass here. The key is just to stay calm and let it do its thing. And now we're headed back to civilization. I feel like this road is something that you would think that Arizona would look like. Like if you've never been to Arizona, you would look at this road and think, oh, that's Arizona because of all the cactus and stuff.
Did you know that Scottsdale, Arizona was founded in 1894 and was originally named Orangedale because of the area's reputation was excellent for growing citrus?
Come on, Dashi. I hired you onto this channel to give useful DoorDash driver tips and tricks. And once again, here you are coming at me with one of the most useless facts of all time. It doesn't even have anything to do with DoorDash.
We drove all the way back to civilization, and right as I got here, I got a decent Walmart order, so we're continuing on.
Luckily, it was an easy drop-off, making this a gem towards the end of the dinner shift. And I decided to only do 2 more so I could sleep extra and wake up early tomorrow because it is New Year's Eve tomorrow, and I plan to go for 17, 18, maybe even 19 hours plus. So we gotta be well rested for that. That being said, for our Saturday shift, we didn't make the most amount of money today, only $260 for the day, but it was the most efficient shift of the week, putting up $26 an hour and exactly $2 a mile. Now let's see how much we make on New Year's Eve, which we are starting before the sun rises.
We got our first order, Dunkin' Donuts. Hopefully we could get a nice 18-20 hour day in. It's New Year's Eve, so it could either be really good or really bad. Alright guys, it is 6:50. We are not getting orders.
I did eventually get this $26 shopping order, a bulky order, but it didn't take too long to shop since a lot of the items were in the same aisles.
Our next order is another grocery order. Hopefully they keep coming this morning.
I was a little worried since there was a double order because I didn't have that much space in my car, but my front seat and my trunk were empty, so there's enough to earn me $26 in 47 minutes with this one. But fortunately, we ran into a dry spell, no orders after this, and I had to drive pretty far back into my zone to get my next one.
Alright, so I got this order. It's $8, 25 items, large order. Every time I get a large order, there's always a massive extra tip, so I was hyped. But then I find out it's only 25 cookies. I thought it was gonna be a giant catering order. So we're just gonna do it. Hopefully we get an extra tip, probably not though. Man, that's no large order. And I had to wait a long time for it too. This is not gonna be worth it. I basically made $8 in our last hour, so a good start. is no longer a good start, it's a bad start.
Things were looking like they're about to go downhill. Luckily, this one right here is okay. And then I took this Walmart order, which was only a handful of items, but bro decided to order something from every corner of the store, which made the order take a little bit longer, but it wasn't too bad. But as the lunch hour hit, I was surprised with a nice streak of solid orders. This one is great, $9 for 5 easy driving miles, and then $11 for 4 miles, another good one, and then a $17 for 10 double order from DoorDash, and we were back on track.
Bro, what kind of parking job is that, man? Bro got his license from the same place SpongeBob got his license from, man. Bikini Bottom Driving School.
I picked up the second half of this double order from Petco, which was just 1 bag of dog food. And when I put it in my car, I found out that the first drop-off was to a store right next to me already, to an employee at Big Lots, and then the second one was to an apartment that wasn't too hard to find.
Things are continuing to turn around. Another good one, $10 for 3. And I've always wanted to eat here. It's 1:30 now. We got our next order at Taco Bell, $7 for 1 mile, and then a Walmart order lined up to do right after. Things are continuing to go well.
When I got to the Walmart, the order was ready. They brought it out quick, and that Taco Bell and Walmart double combo earned me $38 in an hour.
So I'm pretty happy with how the last 3 or 4 hours went. It is 2:30 p.m. right now. Let's see what orders we get next. I noticed the order's slowing down again, so I took this one. It's not bad, especially for it being past 2 p.m. We could potentially hit 400, 500 plus today, depending on how late we go. A couple of those items are out of stock, so this order is going to end up paying less than what I thought, which is not good.
And shout out to this customer for making our first drop off very easy. They just told me to leave it in this green wheelbarrow. And while heading to my second drop off from this Instacart double order, I get this insanely lucky Uber Eats order that is heading the same direction of said second drop off. So I stacked it. I wasn't gonna do it if the order wasn't ready, but it was. And it was so clutch because it was basically a free $17, combining for another double combo of $35 in a little bit over an hour. And now it was time for the insane, massive New Year's Eve orders. The fireworks have begun.
Let's go! $35 CVS order. I don't know why would you do it. Why would you order groceries from CVS? What are you thinking? Well, I'm not complaining. $24 for 9 mile double order pizza, and we are officially starting the dinner shift. Now we're talking business. Now we are talking business. $47 for a 10-mile, one of the best DoorDashes I've ever gotten. Got them both picked up now, and the first one is just across the street. We got some steak next. It's a little far, but we got an add-on order as well, so we're taking it.
No, bro, not now. Not during the peak of the best dinner shift to work all years. Outback Steakhouse told me someone already picked up the order. That is messed up, man. Imagine ordering all this food on New Year's Eve to celebrate the new year, and now these people are not going to get anything to eat for dinner. They're going to have to end up doing a McDonald's run later. Of course, it was going to take 15 minutes to talk to an agent to get it canceled, so you could forget about that $3 cancellation pay. And to make it worse, the app had me pick up the white chocolate grill add-on order first, so I had no choice but to deliver it now. I felt bad for that Outback Steakhouse customer who got their order stolen, so I called them to make sure they canceled the order themselves so that they would reorder it, or else they were never going to get their food. And now I gotta take this $8 for 5 in hopes it brings me back to a more popular zone to get some more crazy orders that I do not want to miss out on. What came next is this $12 for 4.
This restaurant has been putting out for us tonight.
That had an extra tip, not too bad.
Yep, Happy New Year.
And then a $13 for 3 quick Instacart. And although nothing flashy, that duo of orders provided decent profitability. I was surprised to see it die down. I thought the New Year's Eve rush was over, but don't worry, stick around because the 11 p.m. hour went absolutely crazy. But for now, like I mentioned, it slowed down a little bit momentarily, so I took this mundane $8 for 3.7 mile Wingstop DoorDash order.
I bet Uber rideshare is really good right now, but I can't get it to work on my account.
10:09 p.m. now, and I get this Jack in the Box $13 for 7 open roads. It's a great order. And while I was in the drive-thru line, I got a $9 for 1 DoorDash that I stacked together. A quick $22, you could add that to the total. And then an $11 for 5, pretty hard to pass up, so we get it done quick as well.
It is 10:57 p.m. We're entering the final hour of 2023. Let's see where the last orders are. And there you have it. That is the order that I was looking for. $29. We're about to bring pizza to the party. What a way to end it off on. I could probably squeeze one more in too. We got to ensure that we deliver the pizza before the New Year's drop.
This order was 10 pizzas and 3 orders of garlic knots. And while I'm waiting, Uber Eats is going crazy. Let's see what's going on. $24 for 18, definitely not worth it right now. And the trip radar is looking crazy as well. Some high pay, high mileage doubles. I refreshed the trip radar, and this one, $26 for 11 miles, 1 item CVS. That's looking pretty nice. But of course, I'm already on an order. Then I start getting these crazy Taco Bell orders. It's obvious that this Taco Bell is closed, and these are all fake orders. I mean, $42 for 7, $34 for 6. This one caught my eye, 2 closed restaurants, but dang, $77 for 22 miles. Can you imagine if that was an order you could actually do? I accepted it to take a further look. It's a double order from BJ's in a hibachi restaurant. Poor Jeff here is definitely not getting his fried rice. He must have ordered that hours ago. The BJ's orders look like it could have been possible, but after looking it up, it looked like they were closed. I probably would have tried to done it too because the pickup was nearby my Papa John's DoorDash drop-off, but I unassigned it. Speaking of the Papa John's order, it was finally ready and we were on our way to deliver it. It was dropping off to a hospital, so I called the customer and found out he was on the other side, and the total ended up being $40 for all that pizza. The final order of the year is definitely a worthy one. Not disappointing in the slightest, a $494 day, working 17 and a half hours for an elite $28 an hour and $2.22 a mile for New Year's Eve. And in total this week we made $1,556.54 in 62 and a half hours for an hourly rate of $24.90 and drove a total of 793 miles for a dollar per mile ratio of $1.96. And after our New Year's Eve shift, I decided to take a break from delivering for a little bit and do some editing. Not sure what type of video is coming out next or even where I'm gonna be, so we'll just see you in the next one.